Hello, hello. Welcome back, my rhythmers, to our Slurpathon last day. Wonderful Sunday to chill out in jams. We've got Sequence Storm and we've got our difficult chart showcase unlocked. So, time for more difficult charts, yes. We have for Sequence Storm our runners and couch for today. I'll have them introduce themselves and let us know when they're ready to go. We have some also bid wars that have incentives that have opened up. So we've got our rock band for incentives. So if you want to hear a song from rock band, minimum $10 donation for a song request. If you want to see Freebird get played, it is $100 single donation required for that one. And we have the rest of our incentives also opened up for Legend of Zelda Bid War. Do you want Zelda to be boy or girl? I probably butchered that. Anyways, you get to pick between a boy and a girl. You also get to pick a name for the character. And we also have the SMZ3 run later, the last one capping off our stream tonight for saving and killing the animals and choosing your sprites. So just let them scroll through at the bottom of the screen and you'll be able to see which ones you get to bid for. And I will pass it off to our wonderful rhythmers. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Relpta. I'm gonna be playing the game, I think.
I'm Laga, big fan of the game, made a couple charts.
I'm Nugs. You might have heard me from the last block with Scoots, and now I'm here for the Sequence Storm block. And Ropta is absolutely being modest. They're gonna destroy this, and you're gonna see some absolute jams.
All right, I'm just gonna start it. So,
All right.
the first chart, Carnival, starting off slow with some officials, yeah.
Yep. Officials by
Jam.
2D Cat make some pretty good synth pop.
The 2D cat charts are some of my favorites in the base song personally, or in the base game personally.
Yep. And as some of you have probably picked up on by now, this game shares a lot of mechanics in common with some other rhythm games, but the big differentiator here is the emphasis on the visual design.
You want to explain a little bit of what we're seeing as far as, what we're seeing? There's a lot going on the screen.
So you have the 4 column notes on the bottom, those are just standard keyboard buttons, and then you have the 2, we call them zigzags here, and you have like 2 left to right inputs for each one, so that's another 4 buttons. And then you have the big, it's actually called a wide note on the bottom, that one you just hit with the spacebar. So I think Relpta has that double bound to V, that'll come in important later.
And it's funny, so I come from Arrow as my main rhythm game before I started playing Lisp, and so I always refer to these as ribbons. Zigzags.
So you're probably watching his keyboard right now, you can see the way he has his control set up. He's got to do a lot of finger dancing, moving his fingers from the column notes on the QWERTY lane to the zigzag notes on the number keys. And that's where a lot of the difficulty, a lot of the finger gymnastics tends to come from.
Absolutely. And similar to Spin, actually, you can play this on controller and keyboard. Good variety of control styles available. The developer even has a Sound Voltex kind of looking tab controller set up. And yeah, really anything that you can get with this required amount of buttons, you can probably make work for this.
Yep, as long game supports Xbox controllers natively, I've got my PS4 controller hooked up to it.
Do you usually play on controller?
Yes, I am 100% a controller main.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. You see all types. You see both controllers. Larga being quite a talented player himself. I am personally nowhere as good as these two, but I'm personally keyboard as well. I think it's the most intuitive as far as, like you were saying, just finger gymnastics and what works with muscle memory.
Yeah, I'd still say Relp is a good tier or two above me. Let's be real.
Oh man, I'm constantly blown away by the level of play that I see performed.
So because I'm a newbie, just to confirm, there are 9 buttons that you have to go in between then?
Yes,
Correct.
4 for the columns, 1 for the night note, wide note on the, and then 4 for the zigzags, 2 for each color.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing another
And,
node
you
type
can-
soon.
Right, yeah, you get steering nodes. We'll
Yeah.
point those out. You can also play this as other number of keys under 9. So 9 is the max. You can play it as a 4, you can play it as a 5. So 4 and 5 will just have the 4 notes on the keyboard without the ribbons, and then wide notes with the 5th note. I believe you can play 8, so with the ribbons without the wide note. There's a couple different play styles. You know, you can play this as just a simple 4-key game, like a 4-key vertical scrolling rhythm game if that's what you want. But which we will be intro to some stealing notes too.
Oof, I forgot how hard this one was on keyboard. You're hitting the 2 column notes and the zigzag on one hand.
Those
Yeah,
types of codes destroy me.
it is cursed.
Speaking of cursed, the more root notes.
So, just a
Yeah.
quick question. For the line that goes over and over, is that just for a tap or a hold?
That is a hole. That is a hole
Okay.
going basically around the cylinder of the track.
Yeah. So you'll see it if it's got the right angles on those yellow or blue notes, then those will just be directions. You just gotta hit whichever direction aligned. But if it's the more slanted diagonal ones, yeah, those are holds.
Right. Onto the next one. We got a fan favorite. I like this one.
Yes.
I consider myself the fan, so it's a fan favorite.
I'm a fan too.
That's what counts as fan favorite.
This is a good one. This is a good one. I can't deny. Something I definitely want to be sure we point out is, as you were mentioning, like it's so much spectacle of the game as far as like visuals coming at you and like emphasis on all of these cool things that you can do with cameras and track. And because the dev just uses the in-game custom engine to make their songs, and they just make everything through that, they want to also provide those tools for the players. So everything that they do with all these tracks, camera movement, track movement, all these same note styles that we've been seeing in the last whole year around the track. Everything possible to do in customs, huge extent of creativity to get there.
Yep, and like this chart in particular really emphasizes what you can do with the camera.
Oh yeah, great example right there. Also, yeah, thanks dude for pointing that out. Free to play game, by the way.
Yep, about half the official content is free, the other half is available in DLC packs. Roughly.
For the official songs, right, which we're playing right now, and there's incredible charts, incredible jams. All the custom content is fully accessible in the free base game. And making songs, of course, as well, if you want to make your custom also accessible.
Yep. Jamming, but still trying to wrap my head around which button is which right now on the keyboard.
Full 360 spin on the camera.
Yeah, I really like that section.
Love that. So,
It's so wild.
you know the timing of these their Windows Largo? So
The
we can help this getting mostly synchronized and great here.
I don't know about greats. I know synchronized is 24 milliseconds, so it's probably pretty similar to Stepmania.
That's plus minus 24, right?
Plus
That's
minus 24.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think Stepmania also uses that too. Anyways, we have the last official one that we're going to be doing already, and then that one pretty fast. This one's pretty
Yep.
hard. I don't expect to do super.
This is
super
like the
well on
boss
it.
song of this DLC.
This was a great song, yeah.
Yeah. Although this DLC has like 3 boss songs. Let's be real.
This DLC goes
Not
pretty
a song
crazy.
named for a boss song.
This DLC definitely just destroyed me when I got it.
Global nuclear destruction.
I like to think to myself, these people clear extreme charts.
Population. Ecological collapse. Extinction.
Similar to Spin, all of these colors, the ribbon colors, fully customizable. The track speed, how fast you're going, going down, fully customizable. Even your the ship at the very bottom, if you've even noticed that so far,
Yep.
you can fully customize the colors on that.
You can unlock a
The
few
style of
different
it.
ship models, and yeah, they have a few slots to customize. Not face in chat, just what?
That's a mood. That's a huge mood.
We got a really funny note coming up here.
Oh yeah.
Just that tiny little pause.
Just a tiny
Just
little
completely
pause.
throw you off.
We do a little trolling.
2, 1. This is the end.
I will mention that I play on default scroll speed. I'm gonna throw that one
Oh,
out
so
there.
you just do default.
Yeah, the default scroll speed is BPM linked, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it varies.
Extinction.
You can set a specific scroll speed, and it's like it's kind of like mmod. It sets the base speed, and then the chart can still modify that with a multiplier.
Right, you still have variations on, any kind of slowdown or speed up gimmicks. The pauses. Ooh, dropping the combo there.
Alright, so what we're seeing on the screen right now is not default speed. It is a customized speed of the
This is
track.
default speed.
Oh, this
So
is default.
it varies
Whoa!
dynamically based on the song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So easier songs, you'll be going a lot slower.
The miscount on that one was pretty good. The accuracy wasn't, but
That was an incredible performance.
Yep.
Good
And
job.
anyways, and workshop charts. It's gonna be
Workshop
awesome.
charts.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna start with a chart by Larga, and
Let's go.
I will peddle
Oh,
workshop charts to
such a
anyone who
jam.
plays this game.
yes.
Get those
Uh,
cat jams ready.
Shoutouts to Taranuk. His not ITG content is absolutely amazing.
Facts. All of the customs fully available just through the Steam Workshop. And
You
I
can
was
download
actually,
them in game now.
yeah, I was like blown away by that. I pulled it up the other night. I was like, yo, this is crazy cool.
Hi, Georgia. Your workshop charts are great too.
might notice the little lines holding the column notes moving around. The lines holding the column notes is called track middle. And you'll see a lot of fun gimmicks with that later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In general, the community loves just shifting the track left and right as a reading challenge.
It's such a cool, like, yeah, just like I'm at a loss for a word, but yeah, to improve on the movement and just like put it to that next level. Oh yeah, your ship's moving around too. Yeah, I love the absolute range of customizable options, the tools that you can use as a custom charter is crazy.
Yep, you can automate the color of every single object in time to the music for the whole song.
Yeah, all of the background elements are specific 3D elements that you can just personally place every single one.
It's a lot of work.
It's crazy. It's something that I remember Ralph just saying early on in one of the streams that I caught them in was it's a really cool dynamic for collaborations because you can have someone just fully making the chart and then you can pass it on to someone just to make the visuals in the background and any of the camera changes, and that in itself can be, you know, that dynamic of a collaboration where you're working with someone who might be way better at making the visuals or have a different kind of idea of what they want to go for, and then you can just make the chart and then combine your efforts on that. Like all of these trees that you're seeing specifically placed by Largo, like all of this background was handmade.
I've been playing this game since a little after launch. It's been almost 3 years now.
This game launched a while back. Like late 2018.
Originally on.
Alright, next one. We'll be playing that
Yeah,
later.
and he
We'll be playing...
this is the Spearless's first
Spearless.
charter.
I love this song.
Charter from China, has its
love
own
this
unique style.
I feel like, personally, I think they have a lot of focus on changing scroll speeds and playing around with that, but they do a lot of other cool stuff too.
I was gonna
I
say,
really
yeah,
like
do a
their
lot of
approach to
features of that.
the background objects.
Yeah.
I love this song. I love this chart.
Oh,
I
who
might be
doesn't love
biased because it's
Frums?
one of the harder customs that I can actually still play and complete.
I think the Spearless makes good mid-difficulty extremes.
Yep.
I've been out of the custom scene for a little bit, just trying to get my legs back up in terms of getting better and improving at base game, especially after that last DLC whooped me.
Oh, that last DLC is
Yeah.
so hard. It's so hard.
I was like,
So
man,
insane.
I feel like maybe I just need to get a little better.
Luckily, the dev added a practice mode so you can actually grind out different portions of the track.
Practice mode is a godsend.
Oh yeah, and you can put notes on the ceiling.
Yeah, saw a little bit of that in Carnival, I think it was, right?
I don't think it's in Carnival, but we did see it in another track.
Planar. It was Planar, right?
Yeah, Planar.
Right.
Yeah. After I said that, I was trying to think, I was like, does Carnival actually have any? But you're right, yeah.
One thing I'm super loving about this run is the fact that I can hear the keyboard to like as in time with the music. It's just very, very satisfying.
Yes, everyone who streams rhythm games just needs to have an extra mic hooked up to their controller, period.
You can add the note clap in this as well. Libro just prefers to play with it off to vibe out.
Yep.
I usually play with it on, but for this run in particular, I have it off.
Fair enough.
What's really interesting is how like high-speed sections like this aren't too bad to read in this game because of the way the scroll speed works. It's like when you go really fast like this, the notes tend to bunch up at the top and come down, kind of like a boost modifier. Just because of how the game's in 3D.
Right. And because of how it's just a road, you get, you know, a little bit extra, I feel like, of anticipation. Versus some other games, you know, you only get the fixed screen height or whatever it may be. You can kind of peer a little bit further.
I'll throw out that hold notes have release timings.
I believe
do,
they're the
they
same
don't-
timing windows as pressing? No, they're a lot more. No.
They're very lenient, but they exist. All right.
Is it-
ICU? ICU's next. Where is it?
Shout out to the Rips community.
Let's
I
go.
love rips.
Now, are the releases, are they included actually in the timing results at the end, or is it just a hit miss check?
Yes, there's a separate stat for completed holds.
For timing the release correctly?
Or holds that you release correctly, yeah.
Right on. I thought for a while it was just a check of like if you actually released on time or not, because it doesn't actually give you like a synchronized write on the release.
Yeah.
A lot of room and play on this one.
Yeah. I put in lots of silly little camera movements for this drop.
Sideways camera moment.
I love camera effects.
Yes, he does.
You sure did. I love personally the track changes that are initiated with the ribbon transfer like that. They feel and look so cool.
Yeah, I did it to like emulate the feel of playing this song in Amplitude, where you play an instrument for a bar, then switch, then play an instrument for a bar. This is just my little tribute to that.
That's so good.
Right. We got one of my
Very
charts
nice, very
next.
Ooh.
We got camera effects.
Camera effects, funny.
Funny.
And as you'll see on the run and on the result screen as well, you get a percentage. That percentage is actually based on 100% synchronized, not just 100% note hit. And Relpa, of course, getting in the high 90s on almost all of these songs. I'm pretty sure all
Yes.
of them, actually,
He dominates the leaderboard.
which is absolutely insanity.
It's just with this chart, I just want to say I really love that like there's so many tools for both the charting and the visuals that like each of us chartists has like a very distinct personality and sense of style.
Absolutely. I love seeing that come across in charts and just charting style. Speaking of signature styles, I feel like Rob does a lot of these. camera bobbing for the music. I just love that.
Yep.
All those zigzags, so good.
95's not
Silly
that bad on
steam
that
at the
chart.
end.
Oh, 3 miss, I cry. Right at the end too.
Alright, let's see here. Next one's theme. This one's funny.
Ooh. Chat spam song, spam mog.
Alright, good start.
Okay.
So this chart's big deal is that it has some really funny timings on the notes.
That's a consequence of the song.
You got some drunken rhythms. Wow.
I just love the song. It's so good.
Quick sidebar, these yellow kind of road sections, those are the other types of notes I mentioned
Yes,
earlier.
those are called lane notes or steering notes, I suppose. You can use either of the pair of zigzag inputs to steer alongside them. But if you're going straight, then it's kind of like a mine. You're not supposed to steer at all.
The idea is you just have to stay within those restraints of the yellow line. So
Yeah,
you don't
and you-
necessarily have to time things, but usually it works out like that.
Yeah, basically no timing because it's about whether you're physically in the zone, and you can get away with just kind of tapping the direction and it'll sort of automatically keep you on it.
Right.
Very
Next
fun
one.
run.
Kind of a
Minus
last minute
1 to
change,
3.
but there was a rock band run after us originally. And there still will be, but we included a rock song because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be fun to show off.
Really cool visual theme in this one too.
I love the background already on this one.
Because you set, what was it, the contrast to a negative number?
No, you're just upside down.
Just upside down, okay.
Just upside down. I know I kept saying it during Scoots' block, but huge shout out to everybody that dropped by, that donated, that's hanging around for the marathon, all the runners, the rhythm game blog. This was such a great marathon.
I still don't know how you can read this so well, Drum. I can barely read it. Or Relf, sorry.
I look at the notes.
But you play the notes that are coming. What do you mean? It tells you what to play. It's the easiest game.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Alright, we got Myokai next. This one came out like a week ago.
2 weeks
so-
ago, pretty hot off the
Like,
presses.
Blog.
It's awesome. I had to include it.
Ooh, Larga chart.
Yes. So yeah, the way I use the steering inputs on this one, you're supposed to use the same hand as the one you hit the zigzag with. So I set
Okay,
a column
so
to like
cool.
lead you into that.
Right. Little roll.
I just have 2 separate buttons bound for steering.
That's valid. Yeah.
I forgot you could even do that.
Yeah, the alternate steering.
Keyboard moment. I
Love this background. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so crucial having the hand cam for you here,
Yeah.
just to see the complete hand gymnastics going on.
I promise it's a lot less weird on controller.
Alright, another one of my charts coming up. It's got a lot of stuff going on with the world. But I will note that I hide a little skeleton skull in all of my charts, so if you can find it.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's go.
have fun
This song
trying
is
to
so
find
good.
it.
Kachan's ready for this.
A lot more people liked it than I expected.
It's and I feel like something about like melodic vocal songs are always pretty catchy. Flower, please. Please. All of the arcing ribbons. And of course, along with
Yeah.
the background and everything of the visuals, you can make track breaks, as you're seeing. We're jumping over these ramps. I remember watching Ralph start this on stream. The theories behind this is jumping over and the camera movement is so cool, and it just turned out amazing.
We spent so long getting those jumps to look just right.
It paid off so well.
And I just want to say again, like, I know this looks like a lot of stuff to do, but like, if you love like the way we're mixing like the charting and the visuals and just this 3D environment stuff, and you want to try this out, again, the game is free. The tools are free. You can just hop in, load in a song, you know, play around with it, make whatever crazy stuff you come up with. We're pretty open with people doing whatever crazy gimmicks they come up with. We're not like enforcing a meta or anything like that.
There's a Discord with everybody ready to help you out. Huge community, just happy to play your stuff. Always happy to have new people coming in. You know, we want to see this game get more love.
Yep.
It is a project of love for sure.
Yes. So much crazy stuff you can do with these tools.
It makes me wonder if there's just people that are just like so dedicated to just charting because they just love charting more than playing the game.
For all the people who
I'm not
chart
gonna lie.
here.
I've probably spent more time charting than actually playing charts the past couple weeks, just because I've been working on yokai and stuff.
I've been missing some really odd things this run.
Oh my, the city coming in.
Alright, after that, there's a Camellia song. Actually, will be two Camellia songs because we hit the dono incentive.
Let's go.
Yep. You can't have custom charts without Camellia, unfortunately.
Or
Well, not
fortunately.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Depends
It
on
makes
how
a
much
lot
you
of
like
good stuff.
Camellia. But this one was in early 2021, I believe.
Yeah, this was when he just added in the ability to move the camera around, but before he added in the ability to automate colors and make flashing lights.
That might be
So
late
I ended up-
2021.
So I ended up putting in a lot of like bright colors next to the track so that, you know, when they fly by, it feels like they're flashing lights.
Yeah, I have this chart, so it's definitely an earlier one. I love it. Again, I just love those transitions tied with the ribbons. And yeah, as you were mentioning, it was just before the dev specifically put in custom features. It's so funny to me because, yeah, the way he approaches it, it'll just be like, oh, I want to do this in my charts now. Like he himself in like DLC wants to be like, oh, I want to have this kind of feature for the charts now. And so he just adds it to the game and then he goes, yeah, so this is just in the game now. You guys can play around with it.
The newest DLC is more or less themed around being able to move objects around and like automate those animations.
Right. And of course, once we got those in, it was just free reign for any of the customs. Hey, this is a tool that you can use now.
a decent combo going up. Alright, the last chart of the normal showcase is next one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one will be fun to watch, as is this one. This one's a real classic.
Yes.
A workshop classic.
And the next one coming up is just Relpta coming up with insane new visual patterns as usual.
These dreams with the track, I love that.
Alright.
Alright.
Last
The
one.
PBS Bob?
Yes.
This one has a lot of track middle changes. At least 2. Hope everyone has fun watching it.
Just do a jam here. Get those cat jams in. You charting this on straight and was super excited to see this one being charted.
This section's so trippy. You up there? Your fingers getting sore yet?
No.
I'm sorry, yeah.
That wasn't a bad run.
Not a bad run. I'd say that was quite impressive.
I still have no words for what I'm seeing right now. All those loops. That was very great.
All right, now we got the hard chart showcase. I think we
Those
have
weren't
time
hard.
for it.
Now we're cracking into the hard songs,
Am
exactly.
I allowed to go overtime for this stuff?
What's her? You've got a minute. Let's go.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't think I could do this in a minute.
It's a speed run.
Played on
Fine.
500%.
Yeah.
I don't. You can't go above
Five
200.
times speed. Let's go.
Baby, how's your life? Are you any freak? Let's forget everything and have some fun.
So here we got the second hardest chart in the game.
Uh-oh.
Did something bad happen?
And you know, it's quite telling when Relpa's struggling a bit.
Yes, these charts absolutely love to push these limits.
I mean, still that being said, you know, keeping crazy synchronized combos.
The run is so huge, it's just destroying the stream. That's what I'm gonna say. Seems to be fine now, though.
Oh my god. The camera fell
Ooh.
off. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Okay.
Relp the game too hard.
Okay.
Perfect entry. Of course, you're seeing absolutely the crazy extents that the camera movement and the camera just zoom out. Any kind of tricks you want to do can take.
Alright. Hardest section of the chart coming up.
The hard part now. It wasn't hard before. say that's
For
quite
how
good. I'd say
insane
that's
that chart
quite
is,
good.
yeah.
All right. Is that all the time we have?
What?
You had
What?
Oh, like this, like yours cam was just like ready to just destroy everything. This game.
yes, we had.
This was good. It's
Unbiased opinion. Let's get Crunchy Crown Coaster in here.
Okay.
Yes.
okay.
Okay. Well, I will take your unbiased opinion and roll with it.
I
We got Slurpee saying let's go in chat.
Okay.
think something died.
I don't know if that was specifically related, but
Again.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too.
Bunnies.
Part was so cursed.
Yeah, Welter's charts really like emphasizing having to read ahead and like read in. I believe the non-IGT community calls it chunking because you have to read a chunk, do it, then read the next chunk, do it.
Yeah, that sounds right. I would have never been able to pull that phrase out, but now that you say it, that absolutely sounds correct. You just gotta hit the notes, and it shows you what to play. .360 ribbons are one of the things that messes with me the most.
Yes, when they're upside down and you have to hit the other direction because it's like clockwise, counterclockwise, and not left,
Uh-huh.
right.
All right. Well,
Wow.
that's the end of this showcase.
Oh man.
But to have
Insane
fun.
run.
Sorry for going over time. So,
I think it was worth it.
oh, I just clicked the reset button on the timer.
Thanks. No, sorry. You it's okay to go over time. It is We're just bouncing out what happened with everything else that happened in the past few days, you know.
Okay.
Aw.
Alright.
Thank you so much for the showcase. My Discord spashed out the end a bit there, so I missed a little bit, but that was another mind-blowing rhythm showcase. My brain was just staring at it. It's like, yes, these are colors. This is great music. That's it.
Alright. Guess I'll what do I press?
Oh man.
You,
Plug yourself first.
uh,
What do I do now?
you sit there and be awesome while I bow us out.
Oh, okay.
So Relta with the freaking rhythm god fingers over here. Thank you again for the showcase. As usual, we still got a couple of things that are coming up. We have Crispy Creamy with LR2 Raja music game coming up. I'm probably butchering that really badly.